Have you heard what size they've been catching the blue cats out of here? Averaging 20 pounds, and not unreasonably to catch a 40 pounder. Last week a 40 pounder was caught right off of that. She could hardly bring it in, but I've noticed it's been a constant this year. A lot of fishermen are like, yay, but as naturalists and rangers, we're kind of like, ooh, because guess what they're eating? All right, so.
They didn't take them with them, did they?
What, the blues? You're required to get them out. No, they take them home to eat them.
Oh,
They're invasive, right?
Yeah, they're invasive, and you're
Catfish and
required.
snakeheads.
You are required to take them out, whether throw them on the side of the bank and let a raccoon or a hawk or a vulture have it, or you're required to not put it back in the water. However that means, you
The blue cat is, by the way, delicious to eat.
It is
Well,
tasty. Grew up on that.
Spread it
as
up,
well.
fry it up in a
There's too
pan.
many of them, you gotta put them back. I mean, you can't put them back, there's too many of them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
don't put them
You
back.
said the blue. You're talking about
The blue.
the blue.
There's a channel, snakeheads, get it out of here. I tell you what, back there in the marsh this spring, had the other naturalists walked in, and she said, what are these? And they were all like hundreds of snakehead fry. And I said, do not put those back. The snakehead has no problem propagating in this river. In fact, it's probably favored. Schoolhouse pond, go figure. Yep. Not shocked. They're tasty, man. You want to definitely take those home. They're the best.
There's a boat up ahead on your left. Looks like some guys are bass fishing.
They are bass fishing. They started down here and they're slowly moving north.
So I remember last time we were here was only like, was it a month ago? 2 months ago? Everything looks real different. Does cold really take down all the plants to the right?
Sure.
That quick?
I always say every 3 months you come out here, you're going to see a totally different river and park. In the river more so, in these little.
It was green, full of flowers. Full
Right,
of a bunch of
August is
stuff.
a bouquet. It's gorgeous to drive through in August. But about every 3 months you'll see a transformation out here. It will not look the same as you saw it 3 months prior. It's always, plants are always in succession, growing, doing their thing and blooming. So a lot of what you see left over here is the wild rice. Like if you look over here, the tall stalk, there's a lot of wild rice, which migrant birds are very dependent on.
When did geese usually come by?
Oh, they're here.
That's why you guys have all those little stoppers from
The
the
little stoppers called Greg's little fence. If you look to your left over here, I see a like juvenile great blue heron. To the left, he's kind of blending in.
Yep.
So you're going to see a lot of stuff like that out here.
Did he hit him? Okay, he did him.
We might see some bald eagles out here too today.
Definitely. As soon as the osprey leave, they come out of the woodwork. That's for sure.
When was the last osprey you saw, Kelly?
My last osprey, well, I think he was migrating though. That was late September, but I think he was migrating from north. But I'd say for the juveniles that were here, I would say first week of September, which is kind of early, I think, because this past couple of years it's always been mid-September. You hear them squawking and carrying on before they head south.
Yeah.
So I know the ones I've seen later were pretty much probably migratory.
How far south do they typically go?
They can start anywhere from Florida all the way down to Brazil and South America. In fact, they do a lot of research on the osprey up here, I'm sure you're aware of. Our head biologist, when they're juveniles, he'll put ID tags on them and he'll keep a running record of them. And he got a phone call from the Amazon forest one year with some Amazon forest. It freaked out the natives. They didn't know what it was, the silver thing that was around the leg. We're pretty sure they hunted it for food. And they probably kind of went, oh. And so they took it. It was big hoo-ah. And she's like, oh, I know what this is. Because, she went to school and stuff. So she called and filled that number into the database. And that's how how we found out that they had found that bird down in South America.
Poor lost bird.
And they, you know, they're not lost. They're just that's how far that one's homing to. You know, I think it depends on you know, genetic lineage. Like, did the parents go that far, or do they come back? So you'll see a lot of the young come back up here to nest, but that isn't for like 2 years. They don't come back until they mature, and then they come back. And most likely, they do find the mate here, and then they mate for life. So that few them apart. The interesting fact, there goes another heron, well, look straight ahead of us.
Yep, we're in a
Another interesting fact is when the pairs head south for the winter, they actually go in separate directions, hundreds of miles to separate for the whole time period they're in the south. But yet they both will arrive back in March, whether beginning, middle, or end, and within like average 3 days of each other. So how they do it, we do not know. Ian, how do they do it? Or is Ian on here? No. Does anybody know how they do it? Well, we know they don't. Where the pairs stay separate during the winter months, and then they come back within 3 days. We don't know. We don't know how they know to come back. I mean, if you think, oh, they come back, they know to come back in March, but usually it could be celestial, just like Canada geese fly by Polaris, the northern star, or you know they get all kinds of signals, whether sun, you know, because they're going into spring down in the southern hemisphere. So I'm sure there's a juvenile eagle right there. So yeah, who knows? Because depending on the weather patterns is when they come back in March. So if we got a very cold weather pattern, a lot of times they won't come in until later. If we got a warm pattern, they'll come in early. So what they know going on in the northern hemisphere is vitriol. There's a lot of things we don't know. I'm going to tell you that. Greg also researches a sorrel rail out here. You never see them because they're more ground birds, and they are migrate through in the spring and also the fall. Big time in the fall because they stop here to fuel up. And he found out a lot of things in his 40 years out here. But what blew out everything they thought they knew in the last 100 years is when they started putting the little microchip bands on them, like little harnesses. And he found out stuff that they just did not realize that these birds could do. He found 3 birds, and he's thinking it's more in the averages, and that's what he's doing a research paper he's going to publish now. And one thing he found out that probably other birders in the whole world don't know about the sorrel rail is that he has tracked where they have left here because there's a tower out here that pings that chip and tells us where they're at, when they go past towers. And we put up towers down in the Bahamas to track them, and that's where they basically end up. Those birds will leave here in the dark. They fly only in the dark. They will leave here and make down south to the Bahamas. He's got 3 of them that made it in 24 to 27 hours flying.
I'm getting crashed in a car.
Yeah. So they catch a wind and they just haul. You know, so it was mind-boggling. He got 1. It's like, okay, that was a freak. 2, 3. By the time 3 came up, he was pounding the desk like, it just blows away everything they ever thought they knew. So with the advance of technology, we're finding out a little bit more. So we're coming up on what we call the convergence up here. I'm sure you guys have some of you have been out here before, off that western branch. There's that deep hole. Right now we're at low tide. We're at 8 feet right now. So I'm going to turn around and find an appropriate depth to anchor. But I'm going to go out and around and turn because I got a southwest to west wind. We'll see if we can blow backwards a little bit towards that hole. But you got to have enough rope. So I'm going to go forward. I'm going to turn it around.
You guys see that fish jump straight ahead?
I saw it. That's a good luck fish. That's called good luck.
Alright, someone jump in and catch it. Bare hand. I'll give you $20 if you catch a fish bare-handed.
25, Gianni, then you got it.
Done.
All right.
Yeah.
However you want to do it there. What a beautiful sunrise today. All right. And we're in the hole right now. We're at 29. We come out of it pretty quick. Alright. Now that I know where my hole's at, I'm going to turn around and go back the other way. Don't fight. Alright, feeling the current. Okay, so I'm going to try to go over where it's a little bit lower over on the west and flow backwards. So, due west right now.
This is the hole right here,
This
right?
is the hole right here. So what I got to do is anchor and hopefully a blow chuck backwards.
So this is like 29 feet?
Yep. Yeah, it's in this whole area. This is the convergence. So I'm going to go probably at 18 and then slide back and see what we get.
Convergence or the confluence?
Confluence, convergence. See how fast? Now I'm at 18. So let's go ahead and see what we do. Go ahead. I'm going to put her. When you're ready to tie off and drop anchor, let me know.
You guys got a bigger anchor than last time.
Oh yeah. Well, that's the size anchor she needs actually. This is a very larger pontoon than you think. We're at 12 right now. Go ahead and drop. I'm in reverse.
You never think it's that deep.
Right.
But and it's 11 feet just behind us.
If I can get translation and then motor. All right, we're in reverse.
Some of these are like double they're all set up against water. Some of them just have a single rig. We've got crab, soft shell crab on the hooks right now, but we also have worms that we can use.
Okay.
But,
Soft shell might get taken off the hook very easily, so if it does, we'll just keep repeating.
Oh, it changes quick. We'll jump right to 20. It's a steep drop off. What I want to do is give her some length so we can blow backwards with this wind and just catch. I think we've caught, so because I see the rope going. We are now at 20, 28. We're now at 28.
Put it in neutral.
Yep. There you go. 20 to 28. 21. That's pretty deep, guys. She's at 59 degrees. And I'm seeing fish right now. I would say they look at about 18, 15, 18. Then I got another set going through at about 20 at the bottom.
One anchor?
What's that?
With one anchor?
Yeah, that's all my boss would give me.
You know what the current's doing with tide soon?
Yeah, she's low and she doesn't come high until 2:09.
Like it's coming in.
I thought it looked like it was coming in, but I thought maybe that was a southwest wind.
The tide chart a couple weeks ago, I thought it said 10 o'clock was high.
It looks like it's coming in.
Well, go ahead.
You good to cast out if they already are good to go?
Yeah, go ahead. Fish on, folks.
Fish on. Rule number 1 is don't hook someone. Okay?
We like to play games. $1 for the biggest, $1 for the first, $1 for the most. get the first one. It's $20-some in the pan right here.
Right back here in the back.
Yeah, the guys in the back are going to hit the. Back there, you're going to hit the 28 feet. Up here, you're hitting 20.
And then we got the coffee, granola bars, water, and juice back here as well. Sure. If you guys want. We got.
Who's gonna catch the first fish?
I don't have anything. I just saw the splash. Was that you cast?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, when we were coming up, I remember there was a big fish that jumped on. It kind of looked like a carp to me. There are carp.
You're more than welcome to have some as well.
This has got circle hooks on it.
A couple minutes and
So
probably
you kind of like the fish hook itself.
So when I get it, gotta kind of
It'll kind of hook itself. You'll feel it start tapping, and then you just kind of want to keep it snug. The circle hooks are necessary in your mouth, and then they start to swim with it, and then that's when it hooks up.
Does he have something?
And the straight hook
really
kind of
pretty hard.
circle hook.
Can I grab the worms?
Yeah.
This is perfect, so I don't block up other boaters too. I think we're doing pretty good right here. Yeah, where they're catching those 20 and 40 pounders, that's only 11 feet up there by the dock.
I have some.
Yeah, I got a yeah. I got a small one. I forgot where I was going.
I saw the hole was a little bit more. Yeah. Well, I think we're floating a little bit, so yeah. Right over top again.
Anybody feeling any traps yet?
Yeah. We're moving a little bit.
Yeah, it's kind of strong current here.
Because you don't want the line to go under the boat.
Ooh, some fish just jumped over there.
You need to jump over here.
Yeah, I know.
Come on over
Need to
here.
jump on the hooks.
I see. Come on over here. Come, I want to meet you.
Oh, I see some
There's one
bubbles right in front of you.
Yeah, one just turned right
I see some bubbles
Yep.
right in front of you. Maybe one's coming towards your bait.
there. See one jump right there. See that? See that?
Yeah.
Come on over here. I want to meet you. Have a conversation. You know, fish. Take a picture.
Yeah, good for content.
I know that's right.
Boy, it feels pretty nice out here.
Yeah, that sun
With
feels
that
good,
sun.
man. That sun feels, yeah. That's
Solar power.
The wind picked back up last night, man. The day before, man. That wind was tearing up something. I got pear trees. They was knocking my pears off the tree.
Really?
It was good though, because the ones up top kind of hard to get to.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, Mother Nature is picking them for you.
Yeah, yeah.
And you just,
They're nice and sweet right now, man. They're nice and sweet, yeah.
you just
Come on, man.
with the yellow jacket
Yeah. Tearing them jokers up. Especially if you leave on the ground, but no, they get them in the tree also.
Yeah, I saw a deer one time standing on its hind legs with its front legs pulling the branches down and
They in my yard every day for a snack. Everything on the bottom they eat. I got 5 big trees.
I had a sassafras tree fall over, a small one, and the deer crushed it, like just every leaf they could reach. It's like the day it went down, they ate it all the way up to where they couldn't reach anymore.
They come in my yard every day. They look at me like they belong there. I just look at them and say, go ahead, have your way. Every day. They tear them trees, the beds, the tails up. And then they fall on the ground and the ones down low. Matter of fact, they pull them branches down sometimes here. Got a family there, man. They bring the babies and everything.
I seen a lot of deer this morning and yesterday morning.
I'm gonna bumper over, guys.
Lines in the back, be careful.
We got the motor out in the back.
So we could try and like drop the anchor in the hole a little less line and see if it'll hold us.
Yeah, I think so.
Should we reel in?
It won't bring them in.
You go that one, sir?
You got some seaweed there.
No problem.
It's kind of hard to get that to sit still.
Did they eat one of your bait?
The crabs might have got it.
Oh, okay.
Maybe someone to get coffee motor.
Yeah. That breeze.
Whole day on that little crab, man. I think they'll fight on that.
Red Kool-Aid.
I've heard of people with hot dogs.
Okay, we're at 22.
We don't work, right?
22.
I think that was really nice.
Right.
We're
That's what I
at
hear.
24 feet.
Red Kool-Aid.
Oh, okay.
Just gotta keep on the push. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, let's sit in the middle and everybody can go around us.
Just drop it and try and get it caught.
Yeah, we're at 26 feet. You got a 100-foot line there.
Hey, by any chance, did someone drop this old chain?
Boy. Okay, you're at 28, 27 right now. Let's go towards the western branch. Yeah, it does. Let me go. Yeah, that's where most people want to be. That's it. Yep. Okay, we're back at 25, floating backwards. There you go. Might be better.
They'll use purge or any kind of cut tape we can do it.
I'll put a little tug on it. That's good? Yeah, that looks good. I saw how tight that was. Good job.
All right.
All right, you are at 26, 27 feet. People have a ball. Woohoo! This way you can blow us that way all at once. We'll probably blow in one big circle. Yeah, I see a lot of action in this depth finder.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot flying. There's a lot swimming under us right now. Get those sinkers down there.
Hello, sir.
They're on the move.
Fish are on the move?
So what you do here is put this over, a little line out.
Good mojo here.
Hold it here, put this over, and then you just kind of toss it, and then let go of the line that's in your finger. Yep, you can just kind of drop it. Do it once you get a little further out.
Something pulling?
Well, this doesn't flip like
No, it's that weight. That's the weight.
Oh, no. It looks like something's pulling. See?
On mine?
Yeah.
Think what?
Oh, look.
That's they got that heavy weight on there. That's all.
Yeah, 3 ounces on there.
Huh?
3 ounces on there.
Yeah.
Get it down to the bottom.
Yeah, that's what that is. I thought when I first threw it out, I thought the same thing. I said, no, that's that weight. You can feel it when that thing hit though. Sure. All of them got 3 ounces on?
Yeah, I've got 1 ounce also.
Okay. Yeah. I see there's not been this much there in my man.
Alex, what's going on here? That snags up? Oh, dude.
Oh, that might be a snag.
Oh yeah, we got logs right there.
Hold on something. Looks like catching a fish will pull itself off.
Yeah.
They just jumped over there.
Second anchor.
There you go.
There's a fish jumping.
There you go, son.
Feels good, doesn't it?
It's gonna go high in a minute though.
Cold, do they go back to the wild?
Did you go skeet shooting this last time? Thought I seen you. It's one of the events we went.
Where are the fish?
I try to make as many as I can.
I think it was golfing. It might have been
Yeah,
golfing.
golf.
You
Yeah,
feed
the golf
them
was
before
fun.
you
Yeah.
That driveway, they
Wow.
won't be out. I had to sit down. Man, I said, you gonna hit the
Sleeping
ball?
in this
I had
thing.
to with the
Bluegill or something.
play with it. Come on over here. Come on over here. Come on over here.
The fish might be sleeping in.
All day.
Dance. Keep on dancing.
find the nearest Safeway.
They
Go home
say,
the giant salmon.
they say it's
You can't catch that there, buddy.
fish say it's a holiday today. They're off today. They say it's a holiday. We're gonna take off today.
Holiday for who?
For the fish. Right.
Well, I just can't complain too much.
A lot of people work, man. A lot of people work on this day here. There we go. All this food around here fishing, you don't want none of this bite.
I tell you.
I don't see a lot of junk.
Got a whole crab fest for him.
Out here somewhere.
Go to Potomac sometime and try and catch those 80-pound fish.
Well, I didn't see those guys in the other boat catch anything yet.
There's a couple of minnows.